What's going on, guys? It's Tyree. We're back with another reaction, and today we've got the season finale of the Vampire Lestat. Let's just soak that in. I said it in the last reaction, but how did we get here so fast, y'all? I don't know. When season 2 wrapped up, and I'm like, I need a season 3. Then to cut to the first teaser they dropped, I was like, okay, I need a release date. Then to get the release date, it's like, all right, June needs to hurry up. Now that we're here, and not only here, but we're done, it's like, if you're returning, thank you so much. I'm happy to have you with me as we get into this season finale. If you're new here, welcome as well. I'm so happy to have you here. I'm feeling a lot of different things. I'm sad that it's over. I'm excited to see how they wrap it up, especially after that crazy episode 6 cliffhanger with both of their heads getting chopped off. We're gonna get into it. As always, I wrote down some notes, but if you want to just get straight into the reaction, I'll have a little marker somewhere so you can jump right into it. I wrote this like right after I finished filming episode 6 reaction. The first thing that was like prevalent in my mind was, of course, that whole seance scene with Claudia. We'll talk about Claudia's feelings and what came out too as well, but I first want to talk about something else that popped in my mind, and it's the vampires' relationship with religion and the afterlife. It's been a prevalent thing not only with this season but with the whole series, but especially with this season when it comes to the nature of what these beings are and how they relate to their self-image, but also like the bigger picture, I guess you could say. One of the biggest things that stuck out to me was in episode 5, right after Lestat brings Akasha the scoop.
You have to put the scoop.
He starts playing the violin and asking these very, contemplative questions about, is being evil in my nature or is it divine error, and where is God? Secondly, it was in episode 3 when Lestat is recounting Nikki's burning, and he said that Nikki let out this very guttural groan as if he knew that there was nothing in the afterlife. There was just blankness. It's interesting to see how they view the afterlife and what the concept of the afterlife is in this universe, because on one hand you have Lestat, through talking about that traumatic event, he's talking about his own beliefs of there is nothing once we die. There is no God, there is no heaven, there's just a nothingness. So to go from that and then to this seance where we're bringing a vampire back, well, not back, but contacting them from beyond the grave, there has to be something afterwards. How is it that, Claudia can be called back? Does that mean that Nikki could be called back too? I guess what I'm trying to say is what are the parameters when it comes to the afterlife in this universe? I just want to give all the flowers to Delaney Hales. I say it every reaction, but this cast is just nothing more needs to be said. I don't know if this is eligible for the Emmys because of when it came out. If it is eligible and this cast gets no nominations, we're rioting, because it is going to be criminal if that happens. It's been a lot of talk about, the nature of Claudia coming back and what she had to say, and you had a lot of people saying, oh, that's not the real Claudia. This was a ghoul, basically. It was someone trying to be Claudia, which I don't agree with. And you also had people kind of taken aback by what she was saying. They weren't necessarily saying that it wasn't her, but they were saying that it was out of character. And I disagree with that as well. I think Claudia has always been this very fierce and very calculating vampire. We've kind of been mystified, I guess, by Louis' POV of her and how she's been infantilized. I think that's the word. But we've seen her through a specific lens, and that's not been an accurate lens. And just looking at with all that happened throughout her life, you mean to tell me y'all thought she was about to just be happy and cool? That's one of the first things she said. She's like, you back with him? After all that we've been through, after all that I've been through, I got burnt. All these years later, and y'all still back together? Yeah, she gonna be pissed. Now, what I will say is, I don't think she truly hates Louis as much as she said. Her saying she hates him more than her dad, her aunt, Bruce, the Paris Coven. I don't think she truly meant all that. I do think she hates Louis, but I also feel she still has a lot of love for Louis, but it's just clouded by all that resentment and just you will never learn. No matter what happens to me or you or anybody around us, you will never learn this is not good for you. So I think it's just that was at the forefront of her mind, especially because it's y'all didn't, even now, Claudia's biggest thing was it has never been about me. Y'all never listened to me. Y'all never made it about me. Even in the seance, y'all didn't call this to get closure for me. Y'all got closure for yourselves. So it's still a selfish endeavor, even with y'all dragging me back from the afterlife. So hell yeah, I'm gonna let y'all know how I felt. I'm gonna let y'all know how I've clowned y'all. And the sad thing is, it doesn't even mean like Claudia is now gonna have a happy ending. She's still in suffering. She is still alone in the afterlife. And it's just like, my girl. Even after the seance and they're walking in the park just quiet, and they spoke about her for like 5 seconds and then just brush it off. Y'all not even listening now. Now, let's talk about these little rats, Armand and Daniel. I've been reading a lot of the comments and having discussion with people since episode 6 dropped. And a very valid point that I missed throughout all of that, as far as like their intentions for cutting both of their heads off, was the great conversion. And that is a very valid point. It's been very consistent with Armand's character. And even with Daniel, someone brought up that like he still has a lot of love for his daughters, and the great conversion would put them in danger. So it's kind of that, but also Daniel was just very prideful. He got bested by Lestat. He still feels some type of way. So this is just a way to like be petty basically. And someone also mentioned like whatever your personality traits and your characteristics are as a human, those are like amplified once you become a vampire. So Daniel has always been prideful and arrogant and very self-important. Of course, it's going to be dialed up to an 11 and kind of shaped and morphed into something even more toxic. Though I still think it justifies them cutting their heads off. No, especially Daniel. When I stopped recording episode 6, I was like, I felt this before. I felt this feeling before of my two main characters basically dying. They pulled a SpongeBob SquarePants movie. When SpongeBob and Patrick are drying out under that lamp, they dry up completely and die. Wrecked me as a child. And seeing their heads cut off in episode 6 wrecked me again. But just like SpongeBob and Patrick, Lestat and Louie will come back. How? I don't know. Other than that, yeah, I think that's it. We'll have more to say about it though after the reaction, so be sure to stay to the end. But without further ado, this is The Vampire Lestat, episode 7, The Failures. Let's do it.
You are listening to The Failures. Album 57.
Oh.
Side A.
Could be nice, says Lord. Could be, I say. I am staring at Alex in his plastic Dracula mask. And then the world pivots. And I see stars in the sky. A half-painted moon.
Messy Daniel, get out my face. I was gonna say, this is probably gonna be like light flashing before his eyes.
Now I'm hungry, and it's daylight all around. And as I'm a vampire, confirmed by the glass nails on my fingers, I should be burning. And then the forest goes quiet. No birds singing. I am left with my hunger. A feeling like my stomach is eroding from the inside. And then a murder of waiters carrying silver dome trays take over my path.
Falling behind.
D! I wonder if we're gonna get Akasha too. I need more of her as well.
Instructing from my father's chair.
Unshackles us with his love.
The hood, so we gaze ahead towards God. And the length of our habit trips us up and gets in our goddamn way.
The start. The start.
These like mirroring shots are
7 waiters and
intentional but confusing.
The lights come out of your blue eyes.
This is the table that Magnus referenced in episode 3. He said a finger, a pimp, a drummer, your mother, Nikki.
I have been enduring intense conversations with myself in the 3 years since our companionship ended. 2 grievous lies, gross betrayals.
Oh, I'm not ready.
The first, I chose my coven over you, lured you into a production of a play in which your death would act as the grotesque climax. The second, I shamefully took credit when Lestat saved your life.
Where am I?
But that lie bound you to me and it lay like a corpse.
Can't move my body.
And lay with feigned resentment when in fact I welcomed your straying because your guilt in their aftermath.
See, this ain't about no great conversion.
Hours of
This is just pettiness. This ain't about no great conversion.
how easy it was for me to lead a cult for 400 years, to burn the ritual A who broke the archaic.
I don't know what to do.
Also, yes,
Who is this?
I put the Fed stands in your photo collection just to fuck with your head. And that is my full and heartfelt amends.
Armens. He said, I did put the Steins in there. That's not funny.
I am the chair.
But no, it's because he follows the great laws. It's about the great conversion. He wants it to stop. He doesn't want it to happen. Does having Louis' detached, severed head inches from his prying body so you can read your messy AA note and talk about how you lied to him? That deals with the great conversion. Let's keep watching.
Fledglings, state your names for the record.
The vampire Louis de Pointe du Lac.
Gabriella Vecchi.
The vampire Antoinette Brown.
The vampire TC.
She said all she needs to say to you is what she said.
Her actual words were, fuck him, fuck y'all, go burn like that dumb nine-fingered bitch Antoinette.
Antoinette. Hello?
Don't know Antoinette. Hello.
Restrain yourself, Miss Brown.
Dying. This is you dying.
This is the reminiscence.
How is not his name is Lestat.
How did I die?
I'm gonna type Lestat.
Dying. Not be after death.
Wasting time. We are the failure finders. Judgment comes from God, Satan, the simulation. We don't know. No one ever tells us.
The simulation.
This is a dream. I am not here.
You are here.
Those saw in a bowling ball bag walking west on Avenue Grand Hall. All the shops along this avenue are closed.
And anyone who might possibly think of coming to your rescue is asleep or otherwise engaged.
Real.
I haven't properly laid out your predicament. If you weren't Lestat's progeny, this would not be happening. You would be dead. Which is why this is being live cast to a very important room gathering in Budapest. You are special, Louis.
Dr. Farid? I was thinking it was gonna be Farid that saves him.
Where's his head? It's with my companion. I think you know you've wronged me. And I think you know the specific ways in which you've done it. One, additional motivation.
Don't tell me it's Lim.
Also, he brought her sister, daughter.
Oh my god.
Setting aside opinions.
Valid reaction to that.
Why is he the chair? I am your maker. I knew you for a week. What do you know of me?
Real.
Ask for a wolf killer and you shall love forever. I refused.
Consent is a 20th century concern.
Show me I have two makers.
Ah. You want her? You want mommy in the chair?
I don't.
Yes.
Miss Brown, the next item on the agenda.
Why would you even grab her?
Pedigree vampire, as you know.
And who is this guy with him?
You two met by chance, yes? The merciful universe acknowledging what she conceived. The instant you hurled me into the supporting wall of our Dubai penthouse. There's a years-long tale of seduction in Paul Palmer's in East London, the setting her up in New York. 19 times she passed in front of you before you noticed, but your withering vitals suggest I speed ahead. You walk into a Brooklyn. I would say, shh, calm yourself. He's here for you. Easy, man. Best thing to do with our burger is let it cool till the grease is all.
It's always calculated with Armand. It is always.
I would say endear yourself to him, and she'd say, had a few more hopes for New York, but so far it's been like 6 flatmates, 1 toilet, and it's like, don't want to take my tampon out in front of the podcaster. Been with us since Tuesday. And you'd say,
But you caught me at a lonely hour.
Remind you of your sis.
and then I knew she had you. And
It is always like layers of deception.
I'm sorry, Lily. All to say there has been extraordinary effort. I'm going to lob her head off with this same blade I did yours, and sew your head onto her body.
Smarter than me? Maybe. Better looking than me? I'll give you that. More talented? You go do what I did with my life.
Like, Daniel, why are you so spiteful?
He told you he loved you 1,000 times.
10,000.
I only give a shit about Dan. Thought you were better than me, didn't you? Well, look at you now. Spending your last hours in a fucking bowling bag listening to Wheelchair Jimmy. Blow me.
There is a lot coming at you, mon cher.
He's like, huh. Oh, his eyes are blue like Gabriella. That is his maker, though, so yeah.
Scott's mom made you, yeah? She gave you the autism gift?
I wouldn't have done it had I known he was full feed. He's gonna cut you up like you done.
This is terrible.
We're gonna die. They're gonna sell snuff tape and we don't give it to them.
He was mine, Claudia. But I wasted a near century. And that is not nothing. That deserves amends. Tell me your name again.
Nelson.
Nelson. Nelson here is one of my followers. Pick up that knife. Rest. Nelson thinks he was here to stop the great conversion. Rest.
Don't you dare. Clara! Y'all.
I liked you, Louis. You get messed up, but I liked you.
No, please do not do this. Please do not do this. Please do not do this. So Armand wants him to like write his own amends, is what I'm hearing?
Thank you, Mother.
No.
An intransigent crypt keeper.
You saw me running in Toronto when you were in Detroit, and I killed it both nights.
But we did not see you at Potawatomi's in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Stick your names on the record.
Marco Piemontesi.
That's the tenor.
And him.
As an expert in the field.
As an unwitting meal of the vampire mustat.
And him.
Louis was like, I didn't really want to.
You should be anticipating beats. And now you're rushing. My, and swallowing cookies. Get.
Always disappear when she has a chance.
Screaming like a witch at the stake. The end of your belly will just get you fired.
That's not funny. I don't know how to feel about this episode. This don't feel like a finale.
Why did you take me there?
I wanted you to see who they were.
You are the witches!
Real.
You are the witches!
No one who conceals transgressions will prosper, but one who confesses and forsakes them will obtain mercy.
She used to play in our home club.
This place.
Gunpowder tied around her neck so she could burn hot.
No.
See us
Did the same thing in Florida and New Orleans. Call it tough love now.
Then he kills the wolves. And then your hands wander, Madame Che.
He did not have a problem with his hands for the next 200 odd years.
That noise he making.
Noble with
That's the sound that Nikki was making when he was burning.
Strike it, right? Moving on.
There were 1,600 of you.
Raglan James.
First met, Daniel.
Oh,
200.
Raglan?
Alex, this is Raglan. He's a watcher. He watches. He's watchful. He's always watching. He's a watcher.
I also came for a particular outdoor concert, didn't purchase event cancellation insurance.
For kissing you.
Nothing. Artifice.
I used you to punish.
Rest.
Can't. Won't.
Then what are you sorry for?
Love of my life was him.
I didn't
played the concert.
I want to play the concert.
Alex wants to play the concert. We've been planning it for a year.
Excuse me.
Nudging it, urging it on.
What do you mean?
Must have heard it. Me. Yeah.
So y'all want the Great Conversion?
At the last G7 conference, they called it "May the Vamps Safely Graze." Evidence of the soul's existence. That's the soul fighting, Daniel.
The romps with my rotten boy.
I think you should open with Big Boss.
Raglan.
Daniel?
Hey, you got some reason to be dark-sided, Armand.
You have some reason to be dark-sided, Armand.
Didn't talk about it much.
We didn't talk about it much.
You were 12? Scared? Poor boy. Aaron, you need a love that'll cradle you. You should have that.
But it ain't coming from me.
And I was never that for you.
But he didn't explicitly do anything to him though. So it's like...
My coldness. My denial.
Bad things happen to girlies who talk.
Oh no. Regina, just go. Yeah, just go, baby.
Isn't going to do much other than hold the head in place while it fuses through the blood. This is not my field of expertise.
Ugh. Okay, I'm still confused on how he loses a leg.
Heaved out of the dirt because the mother of all of us chooses him, lets him drink of her, makes him a godling. And what does he do with his
Stops the SS abandoned in New Orleans. Gives the gift to a pimp.
Kills the daughter, saves the pimp, rots in a rotting room, in a rubbish in the mountains.
The soul! It's clear you finally failed to find him. The soul!
Stupid.
I disagree.
Well done. Good shit. Good shit. That's why you're opening and I'm headlining.
I don't know what to think of this episode, y'all, truly.
What's your name?
Enzo.
Enzo. With the sharp suit.
A lot of familiar faces in the eyes tonight.
Black licorice. I killed you in the lower night. Thank you for coming. Well, life has been.
Play Lord Bass!
Oh. I was pretty freaking great. I remember this from the trailer.
I think I was pretty fucking great!
I agree.
I loved you. I did it.
3 minutes left.
I was supposed to stage that just then. I'm feeling a little. Can someone tell? Can someone tell Enzo that I'm sorry? Yeah. A package with the most beautiful record.
What does that mean?
And I hope it got to him.
Who is this on stage? Y'all just got chills. Not Paul.
Doesn't mean he doesn't. It's just his way.
Paul been cutting up on Beauty in Black, so I'm surprised to see him here.
I still wish you were a woman.
Me too, son.
It's not all that once you get there.
Let's not go into heaven. Now we know it's a show. Cause don't play with me.
Okay. You sure about that?
The bird's talking to him.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am?
Would you believe me if I said the next thing I remember is waking up on my tour bus, parked in the woods, several hundred yards away from the stage? The shoe leather of how I got there was explained to me by a man I did not recognize.
You're like, who are you?
But who I now call a friend.
Real.
He told me his watchful operatives were in the park. There was, however, nothing vague about whose idea it was to bring me from my immortal brush with mortality directly to the now infamously catastrophic.
Like the first thing she wants him to do after getting resurrected basically is to go perform. Where's Louis?
I didn't go into the details of his day after the concert, after the mayhem. Should have quit right then and there.
Idea? You wanna put me in a coffin, let me have a nap, and then you put me on fucking stage! You tell whoever the fuck fucking make it to my life that I am not fucking being right! You go on stage, you get torn apart! You know because I am not going on stage, I am not fucking singing, you fucking monster!
Imagine you're here with me.
I am here with you.
My patron.
And yet I'm
Am I talking to myself?
You are listening to The Failures, Album 58, Side A.
As to the Queen, that I had made a contribution. Let me take that back. The fault was mine.
okay, what happens? What happened? Don't play with me.
Listen to tracks from the Vampire Lestat wherever you stream music.
We did that? Really? I don't know how I feel about this finale. That's not really a finale episode. Don't get me wrong, I would love a season 4, but it's like we have to wait now a whole year or some change to get a whole season of what they've been alluding to in the background. It feels like it should be one more episode. Honestly, it's probably just budget. AMC, they just probably they budget is yeah, not gonna lie, I don't really feel fulfilled with that finale. That's supposed to wrap up the season? It feels like there's something missing. Is this, hold on, let me see. Yeah, this is like the backstage pass. That's it. That's the end of the season. It left a lot to be desired, truly. It felt like they were trying to do like a lot all at once, and there wasn't enough time for everything. We couldn't get one more episode to like see the concert and see what happened, because I still don't know what happened. If we're following the schedules from like the first 3 seasons, then season 4 ain't coming out till 2028. It's kind of hard to wrap my head around like what the whole season has felt like, because it doesn't feel like it's finished. That doesn't feel like an ending. Narratively it isn't, but from a season format, it's like we're not getting anything else until years from now. Overall, I love this season. Oh dang, that's it. I'm not mad with the season as a whole. It was still a very good season. The finale might be the weakest episode for me. Personally, that might be the weakest out of the bunch. I had a lot of gripes with Armand. I knew it wasn't about no great conversion. He can say that's what it was about, but it was because he felt spited by Louis. Which would agree. I mean, it's not that it's not true. Armand, you and Louis' relationship was built out of spite. You were there when he said, all right, here's your death Lestat. I'm going to be with him for the rest of my life. So you knew what it was from jump. So why are you trying to now say, oh, you want amends to be given to you? I want to be apologized. Like, if we're doing stat for stat, you did a lot worse to Louis than what you assumed or what you say he did to you, huh? It's weird because after Raglan came to confront Daniel and was like, actually, we want the concert to happen and we need to go, you know, save him. Daniel called him and just, you know, show his fangs to him. What happened with that? Because the next thing we see is like Raglan, we don't see Daniel no more. They said Daniel was gonna die. I'm confused a lot. I'm very confused. I love the whole, I guess, plot line with Lestat and his fledglings around the long table and like dissecting the different failures that he's encountered. And I will say that Lestat in particular in this episode was really like confronting failure and saying, well, okay, it's been thrown at me, failure, but actually no, fuck y'all. If I failed, that means I tried something. That means I'm trying to do something with my life. We didn't get no Akasha, like what are we doing? Is this April Fool's? It kind of does change how I kind of view the whole season, because it's like we were going somewhere and it's like we stopped before it really came to a conclusion or came to like a resolution. But that was the season finale of The Vampire Lestat. I still have loved this season and I really enjoy having you guys along with me while, you know, we went through it. I've been thinking also about doing like a recap video of just like everything that would transpired, a little bit more in-depth thoughts of the season, and also like ranking all the songs that we got from least favorite to most favorite. So if you're interested in like a Vampire Lestat recap, let me know in the comments. I don't really know how to feel. It's a little like what now feeling almost. If you like this reaction, be sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below how you felt about the finale. Where does this season rank as far as season 1, 2, and 3? If you're not ready to stop watching me react to things, I'm also going to do House of the Dragon. The original plan was to do both seasons side by side, like posting them, uploading them side by side. I figured that out very early on. That was just not sustainable for me. So now that The Vampire Lestat is completely done, I'm now gonna get back into House of the Dragon and post those. If that's something you're interested in, be sure to support those videos when they start rolling out. And again, I probably will do a recap just so if there's anything that I'm feeling now or feeling later on that I don't get into with this video, because there's no new episode next week, I'm just gonna put it all in the recap. But yeah, if you watched this far, thank you so much. It means the world to me. I'm so happy that y'all, we got through it. And I would say my emotional well-being is pretty much intact. Hey, we're good. Again, thank you so much. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.